Well, listeners, as you know, we love discovering brand new music on this show, and we've just discovered a band that I think that you're going to fall in love with the music of very, very quickly. They're called Black Citrus. They're from Lithuania, and they've just released a brand new album called Glass Mountain, and we thought today we would actually get one of the members on the phone to chat a little bit about this amazing brand new album. So welcome to the program, Augustinus.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
No worries. Now, of course, a lot of people are about to hear your band for the very first time, so I was wondering if you could tell us a little bit about the history of Black Citrus.
All right. So the band started in 2014. I wasn't in the band at that time, and they were around for around 3 years, I think. And then there was a big pause since 2017 till 2020, which was the year that I joined the band. And their previous bass player had already left. And basically, I tell this story to all the interviews. Basically, what happened was we have a very close, dear friend of ours who was getting married in 2020. And his favorite Lithuanian band is Black Citrus. And he asked me, like, could Black Citrus play in my wedding? And I also hadn't talked to Andrus, our guitar player, for quite a while. So what happened was we knew that the bass player had already left the band. So I just said to my friend, well, see, the bass player has left, but you know what? Let me talk to the guitar player, and if he'll accept me as the bass player, then we can play the show at your wedding. And yeah, that's what I did. And it was supposed to be just like a one-off for one wedding, and it was kind of, my present to him for his wedding. I just said, let me do the bass parts, and that's going to be my wedding gift to you, so that you can hear Black Citrus on your wedding. And then kind of one thing led to another, and the band just started, creating more songs, and I just kind of, went with the band, and we started gigging, and then one thing led to another, and now we have an album.
How did you feel when they first asked you to join full time? That must have been something that you were quite proud of.
I mean, since we were friends, for quite a while, maybe not really close friends, but we knew each other quite well. So there wasn't really a discussion of should we make this, a real thing again. It just, we started playing, and we knew that we had something, and there was also you have these moments, you have chemistry between musicians, you have, this same kind of music tastes and whatever, and we just said, what the hell, let's just start playing gigs again.
So tell us a little bit about this brand new album, Glass Mountain. What were you guys talking about when you first started to work on this album?
Initially, there was no intention of releasing like a full-length album. It was just, we just started creating songs, and then one thing led to another. But so Glass Mountain is, I would say, it's not a concept album per se. It's a collection of songs that we've written since 2020 till now. So it's not a concept album, but we think that it kind of maybe is, but it's also not. It's like the album is it consists of two parts, at least for us. I don't know if it translates to the audience like that, but for me, it's like two sides of the band Black Citrus. Like side A, tracks 1 to 4 are more like gothic, dark rock sounding, stuff, and then tracks 5 to 8 are like doom and gloom and tune low, die slow kind of stuff, like the doomy stuff. So like I don't know, we like to talk in color when we talk about sounds. So like for me, like side A would be something of green, bluish, and side B would be like violet, red, angry,
Okay. So, what kind of things inspire you guys to write music? Like, do you write about everyday things? Do you write about what you're reading or watching? What kind of things inspire you during that songwriting process?
Well, I think we're a standard band in terms of creating lyrics. Lyrics always come last. We always create riffs and arrangements, and the lyrics come afterwards. But I think in this album, and I think, well, basically for many musicians, at least in our region, there's the themes are different, but it's everything's kind of heavy because we started writing during the COVID period. Then after that, the war in Ukraine kind of happened, and yeah, and there's everything in between, like loss of loved ones, death from cancer, and whatever. But like dark themes, at least in this album.
Yeah.
Less rock and roll,
Yeah.
more doom and gloom.
So, with the album coming out on the 13th, what are your plans after that? Are you hoping to get out and do some local shows? Are you hoping to travel across the rest of Europe? What are the plans going forward?
Well, we're now booking a tour for next year because this year we're only playing local in Lithuania and in Poland, so just two countries because that's all we can do. And for next year, we're gonna do like Western Europe and then Southern Europe, like Spain.
And I know a lot of our listeners will ask this straight away as soon as we play a track from you. Is there any hope that you might get to Australia at some stage in the future as well?
Well, if you know any booking agent in Australia that would be interested, just let me know. That does sound expensive, and I've never been to Australia, but yeah, for sure.
Definitely. Well, we're going to play one of the tracks off the album now on our show. So, what would you like to say to people out there who are about to hear your music for the first time and might even want to go and grab a copy of the album? And I should ask as well, where can they grab a copy of Glass Mountain if they want to grab a copy?
The only way to grab the album now is through Bandcamp.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's the official merch, site we have because it's the easiest and it's very, very, comfortable.
Awesome. So, what would you like to say to people who are about to listen to the album for the first time?
Well, I hope you enjoy it. I hope that everybody can find something relatable in it because it is quite the songs are different from one another, so I think that at least one or two songs can be, I don't know, somebody can find them intriguing and entertaining or just relate in some way.